Hi everyone, I'm Emanuele, narrative and creative director of the Alighieri Circle Dante's Bloodline. I know, it's a big name, and today we want to talk about what this game actually is and why we ended up making it. So, we ask ourselves, what if we told a story inspired by the Divine Comedy, but not in the usual way? Because when most people think about Dante or Dante's Inferno, they often imagine something very specific. Monsters, demons, action. And I mean, while reading the Divine Comedy, I didn't see an action story. I saw a person going through an inner journey. Especially in the Inferno, everything feels deeply personal, not just a fantasy world, but a reflection of who Dante is. So that became our core idea. The Inferno is internal. Once we understood that, the question stopped being how do we make this work and become what is this trying to be? Sorry, I'm so Italian. For a long time, the project existed in a strange state. It wasn't really alive yet, but it also refused to disappear. And eventually, everything changed. Because we realized that if we treated it like a traditional horror game, it simply stopped working. When I wrote the story, I didn't want to create an hero or a warrior. We just want a normal person, someone with family, emotion, and something unresolved, something important.
Rain on the glass. Always loved that sound.
I think that's made the experience feel intimate, fragile, almost uncomfortable, like someone exposing a part of themselves. So, what would happen if you had to face your own inferno? Would you survive? And more important, if you did, what would remain of you? Those questions become the thematic heart of the project, and honestly, at that point we understood this wasn't going to be a safe game to make.
Some of your predecessors strayed from the path. They paid the price.
Ciao, I am Gaia, the game director of 101 Games. Developing this game has been an intense and really rewarding journey. As game director, the main goal was to create an unfiltered connection between the player and the story. We intentionally chose a minimalist approach to the gameplay, allowing the mechanics to step back so the narrative could truly take center stage. Since this is a narrative experience, we poured our heart into the narrative and the atmosphere. We are absolutely thrilled with the final result. The story is evocative, intimate, and carries a very emotional depth.
The world believes Dante's Divine Comedy just to be a work of poetic genius. They are wrong.
I will be honest. Working with a figure like Dante is intimidating for the whole team. Not only because he's one of the greatest writers, but because he told his own story. And here we decided what kind of horror we have to tell. Not the fear of dying, but the fear of being seen. Because sometimes the scariest thing is someone or something that understands you completely. I think just at some point everyone meets their Inferno. We just decided to make a game about it.
What makes us most proud is how the team came together to bring this vision to life. We embraced a very dynamic workflow, which allowed us for some bold, creative initiatives from our art and design team. These unique touches adds to the game a super distinct character that I find truly special. It has been a collaborative effort, and seeing the final product today makes me feel very, very proud. We can't wait for the players to immerse themselves in the world we built.